Welcome back to Women That Get Shit Done. I'm Amanda, and I'm usually behind the lens capturing everyone else's best moments. But today I'm just here as a human being who's feeling the weight of 2026, or am I? I am joined by the incredible Michaela Afford. Michaela, you spend your days helping people navigate life's heaviest stuff. So how is your own January actually going?
My January is going well so far, but yeah, I'm probably like everyone else navigating some challenges in life. You know, it's dark outside, there's all that pressure to do something or to be someone new. So yeah, but today we're stripping away those filters and asking people the January reset. Does it actually motivate you, or does it just make you feel like you're failing before you've even started? Amanda, let's start with energy levels around this time of year. So we're supposed to start the year all energized, feeling good. It's going to be new year, new me. But I know you've been busy. So how did 2026 actually start for you? Was it feeling on fire, or are you already tired?
2026 started for me with some snow, which was nice, and obviously out in the countryside doing some filming for Women That Get Shit Done, and out with you enjoying nature and everything that it holds. Returned back to work, and not gonna lie, felt a little bit overwhelmed by it all. Tired and sleep deprivation kicked back in. So the time that we've taken over Christmas to reset, fully enjoyed it. And then felt like somebody had pressed the stop button, and the go button was definitely on the amber light, and I haven't felt like I've been going anywhere quickly. So that's been quite frustrating for me, given how my mind works of go, 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 go. I found it's hard to get started, really. How about you with your expectations from your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution, just to remind everyone, was to be more vocal about how I feel and what I want. And I actually started that over Christmas. So I thought it was important to start as I meant to go on, having set that expectation for myself. So I'm proud to say that I did start that. And I'm going to continue to do that as we work our way through 2026. The other thing, I suppose, is work-wise. My focus is on what I can do for my business, for my counselling practice, and all the little changes that I need to do. So again, there being more vocal about what I actually want and working with other counsellors and other organisations to try and build my practice. So it's often the mental load that makes us feel a little bit heavy around this time of year. We carry the shoulds. I should go to the gym. I should be sober. I should have my 12-month plan. And in my practice, I do see how that should monologue quickly turns into a reprimand when we aren't being as productive as we think we should be. So what does that look like for you, Amanda? How does that should play into your work or your personal life?
Okay, so business-wise, it's like I said, my business, P3T Photography, has been exciting because I've got my workshops up and running with the first one tomorrow, but I should be doing more of that. Going to the gym is never going to happen to me. For those that don't know, I'm not a hamster in a wheel, but I'm trying to get back to football, but finding it quite hard. So that's quite a change. But I would just like to say for this part here, the problem of when you buy things on Temu, okay? And I'll do this as a separate bet, so you can check it on our Instagram stories. So I bought a really cool diary from Temu, bargain. Oh, you can't really see it, right? For
There you go,
2025.
yeah.
I bought another version from Temu for 2026, which was a black version. And what I'll share is actually what I got. So instead of having a day per page, there is simply day per page type thing. And it had a really cool planner, so I thought that was good. It is actually misprinted, so it had random 2 days per pages, random gaps, and not the same 2 pages were together. So like Saturday, Sunday on one page. Absolute cut to shit. Absolute shit. So then I did the right thing and went to Amazon and got one that kind of works. But if anybody wants to take the dodgy one off my hands to save me dumping it or burning it, because I can't send it back because they don't exist anymore on Temu, please leave a comment below. But that is not how you get shit done. And everything that you shouldn't buy on Temu, really. So that's completely, I think in my head, that's completely stopped what my year should look like, because I've not been able to try and organise myself through an old-fashioned diary. I don't think that really answers your question, Michaela.
Well, I mean, I mentioned the should I have my 12-month plan ready? You can't even get your 12-month plan ready because your planner isn't fit for purpose. So when are we seeing the launch of the Amanda Roberts planner?
The Amanda Roberts planner will be launched for the academic year, I think. So the next one, yes, will be available to pre-order from Pinterest and other printable sites such as Stan, etc. And may even be actually a Women That Get Shit Done piece of merchandise, I feel.
Yes.
I already have people looking to buy it from me. So drop me a comment below, diary, if you actually want one. And we can sort that out as well. Not say it's a blatant plug at all. But yeah, 2026 for me, started off the first couple of weeks. It seems to be quite slow, but hopefully firing all cylinders from Monday, really. Well, actually, I lied. We're firing all cylinders from tomorrow for my first workshop.
Yeah, well done. That's really good stuff that you're fully booked for your first one back of the year. I mean, speaking of those shoulds, we all have them. You know, as coming from a place of being a fitness instructor, personal trainer, I feel like I should have stuck with eating healthy over Christmas, and I definitely didn't. And I feel like I should be hitting the gym hard now to try and lose the weight that I've put on. But actually, that doesn't serve me. In fact, I can't at the moment because I literally have a pain in my arse. From not doing any exercise over the Christmas period because I did do a couple of classes. Of my usual classes, I taught a couple of body pumps and a couple of Pilates in the whole 2-week period, which isn't a lot for me. Plus, I didn't go and do my own workouts at all. So I took a really good break, which was what I needed, but it has meant that my body has all of a sudden gone less flexible and needs a good stretch and release. And so now everything's really tight. So I literally have a pain in my arse because my left glutes are like all seized up. So while I feel I should be on a diet and should be exercising loads, which actually I know isn't the right thing anyway as a fitness instructor, those sort of crash things don't work. Though that feeling of what we should be doing does affect all of us. And sometimes you just need to have a word with yourself and say, no, what I should be doing is listening to what I actually need and going at a pace that suits me.
I think with a pace that suits individuals and not necessarily getting caught up by peer pressure.
Yeah.
So it's great that everybody will go to a boot camp, everybody will go to some sort of fitness club or Slimming World or join Pure Gym and try and thrash it out with their friends. That's not necessarily right for that individual. The positive motivation of being in a group is great, but don't go necessarily because you feel it's peer pressure. Focus on something else that will benefit you just as much, because the mental being from it, instead of it being pressure, will be enjoyable.
And people don't stay. You don't stay if it is that pressure and you're doing it because you feel you have to. It's not enjoyable. And people exercise and healthy eating. I hate the word diet, so I don't use it. So exercise and healthy eating should be part of your life, but it should be something you enjoy. That should be eating a balanced diet, and that includes a big old slab of chocolate cake in my case, or a tuck biscuit in yours.
So, Michaela, it's January and we have to talk about the environment. It's bloody dark, it's bloody cold, -9 it's been here. How have you noticed the season affecting your focus or motivation lately? And how can we improve that?
Well, this is pretty much how I've felt, wanting to cover up, curl into a ball, and just stay warm and cozy in my house. And that's pretty much what I did over Christmas, apart from walking the dogs. But yes, this is kind of how I felt. And so how that's affected my focus and my motivation has just meant that it hasn't been where I probably would have liked it to have been. I did plan on getting a lot of work stuff done over Christmas that I didn't do, because I wanted to feel warm and cozy and relaxed. Which part of me internally is going, you should have done this, you should have done that. But actually, no, I needed a rest, and I haven't had a holiday this year. All of my time away has been paddleboard races and running around. So it was actually good for me to stop and have a break. But yeah, the season does certainly affect my mood, my motivation, and my focus. How about you?
So I'm going to actually take this off. I could say that cold weather for me, as a sports coach, you just have to suck it up. But also it is that wake up call when you go out into the fresh air and the coldness. It's just the darkness that I struggle with, I feel, especially my sleep pattern. So for me, how do I get over that? I try and push through, to be honest with you, and actually use that time, actually think that walk that I'm on, going from point A to point B, is actually a time for me to get my steps in, increase my pace when I'm doing those steps, and to actually look at my fitness side. So it's kind of like I'm doing it whilst I'm doing my job, if that makes sense. But also it's actually about understanding what other challenges people are going through this time of year. So that could be struggling with SAD, or we've got the oncoming Blue Monday soon, haven't we?
We do indeed. I mean, do you actually feel that dip, or does it just feel like a label and it adds more pressure to your week?
It's weird. Until we actually spoke about this as part of this podcast, and actually about the January reset myth. Is Blue Monday a myth to me or not? I think subconsciously it is actually there. I just try and push through it. But I do think, the same as you, Christmas, we went through a phase of we're going to get all this done. And it was a nice break, which is what we both needed. But as a content creator and business owner, I've got it now in my head that Blue Monday, if it happens in 10 days' time, I need to prep myself now. So that part of getting shit done means I need to do it now before Blue Monday hits me, just in case I go into that slump hibernation moment. So if anything, with the planner and that, I need to get things done now. I'm more motivated, as opposed to it's here and I hibernate.
That's an interesting take, that it actually motivates you to plan and prepare and do more so that you don't feel that dip. I like that.
Yeah, and it's just, for our listeners, it's out there. It's like Blue Monday. Have you actually thought about Blue Monday and how it affects you? Or have you thought, what the hell is Blue Monday and I need to Google it? Or ask us more questions in the comments below.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's flip the script then. So, Amanda, if getting your shit done was led by well-being instead of pressure this month, what would that look like for you?
Well-being. I think before we've had discussion about well-being, I've managed to avoid it. And I actually spoke to somebody else about this. And they said, you don't sleep. So that could be I actually trying to reverse my sleep. I go to sleep when I'm really tired, and that could be at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or that could be at 6 o'clock, and then I wake up at 2, and then I'm hyper focused for the next 6 hours, knowing that everybody else is going to be up in 2 hours working. So I need to try and prioritize that. But the other part is also for mental health and well-being, is to get myself back into sport, be that football or be that pickleball or some other random sport that I decide to get back into. I can make that happen, hopefully. But I do feel like that everything that sport adds is what I need to get back into, and it's why I did sport a few years ago, was more about that mental health, well-being, networking, relationships socially, mentally and physically. The benefits from all of that, not just about the competitive side.
Okay, here's a question for you. So earlier I was on Facebook, and a post came up on my feed about my local team. Well, it's not really the local team, but where the local team train, they're starting up a 18 plus women's, anybody, all levels football team, I guess for fun, not serious. Now, I've never played football. You play football. If I was to play football, what position should I play?
Left back in the changing room. I also don't know obviously about your club, but I know that I'm involved with local women's football team, which is Calm Club. So it's about socialising mental health and well-being and offering safe space for ladies to be active and built around playing football. It's inclusive. So you could be playing anywhere on that pitch and it will be about enjoying playing and you being open-minded to where to play. So I would say that if you want to be the David Beckham / Jack Grealish's, Erling Haalands of this world, give everything a go. So if it's a five-a-side, obviously you have to play everywhere anyway, maybe in goal, but give every position a go if you've never played it because you don't know what you like. A lot of people pick their positions based on their heroes that they see on TV.
Okay, so I'm definitely no Nikita Paris. I'd probably more of a Lana Letty, so stick me in goal or on the right back like Yana Fernandez. So those players are from London City Lionesses, for those viewers out there who don't know who I'm referencing. Yeah. But I think you're absolutely right. It is about enjoying the activity, the environment that team sports bring, and just getting out there and trying something new, something different, but for the fun of it. Again, not being because you should, you have to be great at something, but actually getting out of your comfort zone and just doing something enjoyable. And even if you're rubbish at it, having a laugh with that and embracing falling on your bum and getting muddy and doing something badly.
And getting shit done.
And getting shit done, yeah. And maybe getting good at something. So, yes, you never know if you don't try.
So, our listeners, to wrap up, if success in January wasn't about hitting big goals and massive resets, what would it be about for you this year?
Yeah, we'd love to know what those resets could be, whether that's consistency in the small things or being vocal about what you want or just focusing on the minor detail rather than the major.
I love that. Thank you for listening to this episode of Women That Get Shit Done. If this has resonated with you, please hit that subscribe button on YouTube. We're on a mission to hit 1,000 followers this month. And whilst that's a big goal, we want you to stay with us and help guide us of what you would like to hear as well. So again, drop a comment below and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Most importantly, be kind to yourselves this January and we'll see you in the next episode.